If you're researching senior or 55 plus communities, chances are you're thinking seriously about the next chapter of your life. Maybe retirement is on the horizon. Maybe you're already there, or maybe you're just ready for something that fits better now. Whatever brought you here, this video isn't about pushing you in any direction. It's about helping you understand your options so that you can make a decision that actually supports the life that you want to live. If you're new here, hi, I'm Chris Rainwaters, your favorite real estate witch and a real-life realtor here in North County, San Diego, California. I specialize in helping people navigate big life transitions around housing, including downsizing and retirement moves, down to those small in-between phases where you know something needs to change, but you're not rushing to decide anything yet. A lot of conversations about 55 plus communities get flattened into simple answers. They're either presented as the perfect solution or as something people assume they should avoid entirely. What I want to do here is help you look at this option clearly in the context of your lifestyle, your finances, and what you actually want your days to feel like. This is the first of a 4-video series, and by the end of it, you'll have a better sense of who 55 plus communities tend to work well for, what trade-offs actually matter beyond the marketing, and a few grounded questions you can ask yourself before making any moves. You don't need to be ready to move to be watching this. This is just about getting oriented. So when you do make a decision, it comes from clarity instead of pressure. And if you live here in North County, San Diego, I'll ground some of this locally because the lifestyle side of these communities matters just as much as the logistics. We're gonna talk numbers, rules, and all the practical considerations, I promise. But since I'm a witch and a realtor, I always start upstream with how you want your life to feel. That's what keeps the numbers from leading you somewhere you don't actually want to go. So when people ask me if a 55 plus community is right for them, the first thing I look at isn't age, it's energy. And no, I don't mean energy in a woo way. I mean real day-to-day energy. How much effort do you actually want to spend maintaining a house right now? Doing yard work, walking up and down stairs, dealing with repairs or cleaning, driving to get places, managing things that feel like they take more out of you than they give back. This isn't about slowing down or giving anything up. It's about being honest with yourself about where you want your energy to go. I see a lot of people reach this stage and realize that they don't want their energy tied up in maintenance anymore. They want it freed up for travel, relationships, hobbies, health, or just peace. You know, like a quiet house with nobody home. A 55 plus community can make sense when it gives you energy back instead of draining it. So just take a second and ask yourself, where does my energy actually go during a normal week? What parts of my current living situation give me energy back and what parts are draining it? If I didn't have to keep doing everything exactly the way I am now, what might I be ready to let go of? You don't need all the answers yet, just noticing what's coming up is enough. And with that in mind, let's talk about the actual options because not all 55 plus communities work the same way. Let's start with why people consider 55 plus communities in the first place, because there are real benefits here and it helps to name them clearly. One of the biggest reasons is cost. In many cases, 55 plus communities are more affordable than nearby non-age restricted neighborhoods, especially here in North County where prices can climb quickly. That can mean getting into an area you like for less money or freeing up equity from a larger home without leaving the region altogether. Another big draw is predictability. A lot of 55 plus communities are designed to reduce day-to-day maintenance, things like landscaping, exterior upkeep, or shared amenities being handled for you. For some people, that is a huge relief. Less time managing a house means more time for the parts of life they actually want to be present for. Many of these communities also include amenities that people would otherwise have to pay separately for. Pools, clubhouses, walking paths, fitness rooms, social activities. Whether you use all of that or only some of it, it's part of what you're buying into. Another practical reason people choose these communities is the layout. A lot of 55 plus homes are single story or designed with accessibility in mind. Fewer stairs, wider hallways, simpler and smaller floor plans. That can be appealing, even if mobility isn't an issue right now because it reduces future friction. In California, there can be tax advantages for some people, and not because a home is in a 55 plus community, but because of property tax portability rules if you're over 55 and selling a primary residence. Just to be clear, I'm not a licensed tax professional, so this is not tax advice. These rules are very specific to your situation and they're not automatic, but for the right person, they could make a meaningful difference. And because of that, it's something I'd highly recommend exploring with a CPA or tax advisor who knows your full picture, not just something, to assume. Another reason some people choose 55 plus communities is the quieter, more regulated environment. Age restrictions and HOA rules often mean fewer surprises, less turnover, less noise, and more consistency in day-to-day life. For the right person, that kind of predictability can feel stabilizing. So those are some of the main reasons people are drawn to 55 plus communities. But those benefits come with real trade-offs. And this is where it's important to slow down and look at the full picture. Now, don't worry if you haven't been taking notes. I've already put together a free guide that lays all of this out clearly. It's linked for you in the description. And that wraps up the first video in this series. For a lot of people, 55 plus communities really do make life easier in practical ways. But the benefits only matter if the structure actually fits you. So next, we're going to talk about the trade-offs people don't always hear or think about upfront. And if you'd like something you can actually reference while you're thinking through all of this, again, I've already put together a free guide for you. It includes checklists, the questions I recommend asking when you're touring communities, and a simple worksheet to help you compare real monthly costs. The examples are based here in North County, San Diego, but the framework itself applies pretty much anywhere in the US because the structure of 55 plus communities works the same way in most places. You'll find that link for you in the description below. And if you're here locally in Southern California and you want help sorting through what your actual options look like, you're always welcome to schedule a time to talk with me using the link below. I'll see you in the next one, but hopefully sooner.